Today's episode is a special one because today is International Women's Day. Happy Women's Day to all women all over the world. We see you, we hear you, and we celebrate you. That is the purpose of today's episode. We are dedicating it to talking about this year's Women's Day theme, which is #BreakTheBias, and then we'll look at 3 amazing women's sports organizations helping propel women's sports forward. We are big proponents of women in sports, and so are these organizations. So we thought, why not give them a shout out? But before we start, here's an excerpt from the International Women's Day official website about this year's theme. Imagine a gender-equal world. A world free of bias, stereotypes, and discrimination. A world that is diverse, equitable, and inclusive. A world where difference is valued and celebrated. Together, we can forge women's equality. Collectively, we can all break the bias. How powerful is that imagery? To think that we can live in a world where young girls and women alike don't hear disparaging remarks about girls and women in sports. A world where the media coverage of women in sports is not dominated by references to appearance, age, or family life, while men are depicted as powerful, independent, dominating, and valuable as athletes. There's definitely plenty of room to break the bias within the sports industry. We recognized this and launched our very own initiative to support women in sports called Women in Sports Beyond the Hashtag. With this, we aim to increase the visibility of women in sports by telling their unique and incredible stories to a wider audience via social media and digital platforms. Improving the visibility of women in sports is an important driver for change because studies have shown that visibility is the key factor to seeing accelerated growth of women's sports. In the UK, for example, an increase in visibility could lead to a 3-fold increase in revenue within the women's sports industry. The industry is estimated to reach $1 billion valuation by 2030 if visibility increases. Read more about our initiative on our blog post, which will be linked down below, and share it with a woman in sports so they can benefit from our amazing program. We know, however, that we are not alone in pushing to support women in sports. There are many great organizations out there really pushing for this, so let's take a look at them, shall we? First up on our list is Football de Fossa. Here's what they do. Quote unquote, empowering football coaches to catalyze girls' equal rights and opportunities for girls to be able to shape their own future far outside the football field. This organization recognized the importance of football in shaping and contributing to girls' physical health and mental well-being, as well as developing their cognitive and social skills. They do their brilliant work across 27 countries. Isn't that fantastic? And you can also find out a bit more about them by visiting their website. Next up, we have Voice in Sport, and their mission is to bring more visibility to women and elevate their voice. Does this sound a bit familiar? It seems Data Talks and Voice in Sport have something massive in common. Voice in Sport do quite a bit for girls and women in sports. For example, they provide a community that connects and inspires girls and women in sport ages 13 to 23. They have an advisory podcast and a digital mentorship program. And through their VIS experts, they provide vast education to the girls in sport psychology, sports nutrition, sports dietetics, and women's health. A special shout out goes to Connect Management Group as well. Their vision is to be a part of creating a world that is conscious, empowered, and equal, where top women athletes have the best possible opportunities to be the best they can be. They represent women athletes all around the world with a holistic approach. It is fantastic that Connect Management Group recognizes and is helping build the potential of women in sports, and by using their experience and knowledge of the industry, help these women build lucrative and sustainable careers for themselves. How amazing are all 3 organizations? And we know there are many more organizations like these out there. So why did we talk about this year's Women's Day theme and then highlight these 3 organizations? because we wanted to look at the current challenges, but also look at the progress that we're already making collectively in navigating these challenges. It can be depressing and misleading to only recount all the things that are going wrong without highlighting what's going in the right direction. So in a nutshell, we are saying, together we can #break the bias. Happy International Women's Day. If you are a woman in sports and would like to increase your visibility within the sports industry, get in touch with us today so you can find out how we can help you do exactly that through our initiative, Women in Sports Beyond the Hashtag. Visit our website at www.datatalks.se. We look forward to hearing from you.